I'm in love with the. I'm in love with the. I'm in love
Okay,
with the.
maybe I'll start with Will Burstett. I was learning about Will Burstett this morning, and I was just like, who is this person? And I don't know
Wait,
why people like him.
we're in my universe.
No,
not my. I don't like him, but he's a streamer.
But like, I heard that freaking song that was like, is he the one that made the Twitch chat like song?
Yeah.
Okay,
but he's in your bed and I'm in your Twitch chat.
He should have been killed on the spot for releasing that song,
bro.
I
don't like him as a person, but
that's a crime to humanity. And if you listen to that, I'm sorry, but there's an electric chair with your name on it.
That's so funny because I literally was listening to that song like a week ago, being like, "This is so nostalgic."
Well, get in line. We're gonna do
what?
We're doing.
Oh, get in line.
We're doing executions.
Yay, finally.
I thought about getting a death note, like one of the notebooks that you can buy that like look like a death note, and then writing people in that I've said that need to be unalive.
That would be great.
And I was thinking that we could like put it on the set, and every time I bring up someone new, I can go and write them in it. It's like a guest book.
What if it's like a guest book? Bro, what if we start having
what if we did that as like a thing where like, oh, we have a guest book that we like we want you, like anytime someone comes on the podcast, we want you to write your name in it, and then like they write their name in it and we like close the book and it says death note on it, and we're like
wait, that's a great idea for like a reel or something.
That'd be like a funny one.
Yeah.
But I learned who Will Burstett was this morning. And
how did you come across him?
I was watching YouTube, and it was a video on Will Burstett. Like it was,
okay.
I knew the name, and I knew that the one guy that is a harasser in my school liked him. So I mean, I guess it goes hand in hand. Oh, did you see her? She just yawned.
Oh, bored of us.
But he was a fan of Will Burstett, and I guess that checks out because I learned that Will Burstett is not a good person.
Yeah.
And why I don't get why people like him. It was a video talking about someone that is like obsessed with Will Burstett and like being like, I have like. The person was saying that they had a crush on Will Burstett, and I was like,
wait, this is going so
let
well.
me talk
about.
Let me talk about the guy was like, I'm gonna talk about why this is bad, blah blah blah. I mean, you've probably seen it, like the video just came out, so these people have probably seen it.
That's so interesting because Will Burstett came back onto my radar recently, like a couple weeks ago, because I didn't know about this, but like, do you know the girl Shelby? Shovel's like her like online name.
I don't know that character.
Well, so I've liked Shovel for a long time, and I think she was on like the guy who does like I spent a day with so and so, like the interviews.
Ew, I hate him too.
Anthony Padilla. She did a Anthony Padilla episode about being asexual, and I didn't know that her and Wilbur dated. Because it's like she's like somebody I know because she was in the Minecraft sphere like when I was young, so I had come across her a couple times. But yeah, there was like news that he was like an abusive person to her in the relationship, and thankfully they're separated now. I believe is like why the reason the video came out was like they broke up, and then
Burstett was dating
this girl named Shovel, and they broke up, and then she came out and said, yeah, he was an abusive boyfriend.
I felt like that one husband of the true crime girl that asked like the dumb question,
Mr. Panda,
and it's like,
no, I love Mr. Panda. Like, no, it's okay.
She'll sit there and say, and they were all murdered, and he'd be like, all of them, and it's like, yeah, that's what she said. That's quite literally what came out of her mouth.
Yeah. But yeah, like back in the day, like in 2020, Wilbur kind of went crazy because the reason why he was so popular to begin with was he was in the Dream SMP like group of Minecrafters.
The only people that I've like paid attention to during that time was William. his name's not William. Why can't I not remember his name? Um, Weston and Kaylin, like the brother and sister. They were the only two that I knew about because I knew them before that when they were hanging out with like what her name is like L. Is it L Mills? Like yeah, I think it's L Mills and Gen X Pen. Like I knew them.
Oh right.
And also like I knew Weston.
These are not streamers or Minecrafters. They're just
no,
YouTubers.
they're like traditional like
yeah. So I wouldn't know.
Well, they did stream. They did streaming throughout. Like, well, Weston started posting on the internet on YouNow. Do you know what YouNow was?
No.
It's like it was Twitch before. Like, it was just like it was TikTok Live and whatnot before those apps existed, where it was like you set up your phone and you just went live. And so he was popular on there, and that's where a lot of the you know, like MagCon, like where all the, like the boys would go on, like all the hot boys would just go. Dang, you don't know MagCon?
No.
That is like, dang, I gotta bust out the history books.
Yeah, wait, yes. We've been. I mean,
I started introducing Bree to the Crush Chandler.
Yeah. That imposter in brown.
That dang imposter in brown. Like I'm obsessed with the way he says brown. But
yeah. So wait. So Wilbur said he just came up on your like it was a
YouTube like a commentary video on Wilbur set,
and he's just a bad guy.
Yeah, and I was like, I've never like heard of this person. And can I say something? Actually, I don't really care to offend the person that they were talking about in the video because you're literally propping up an abuser. So why do you have the neck beard? Please shave it. I don't get why a lot of people like it's. Maybe we should cut this part out. But a lot of trans men, when they start getting on T, why do they start repping the neck beard? I'm telling you now, it doesn't look good, and you need to shave it. It doesn't look good. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to be helpful. Don't like just. I know you're like excited that there's like hair growth. Please get rid of the neck beard. It doesn't look good.
Yeah, I don't think I just think neck beards don't look good on anyone.
That's the thing. Like,
yeah.
Especially when you just start getting hair growth where it's just like a light dusting. please get rid of it. Like,
I was like, I want to get to your topics too, but like something.
Well, one of them is about bad people. So
yeah, I was about to say that's the same thing as like recently. I don't know if I should be like I don't know. I'm feeling stressed. Like I don't know if I should call people out by their names. Like I don't know this morning. I think that's the reason why I feel so weird.
Wait, who are we calling out by their name?
So I told you about how there was like a live streamer that's friends. Ahead. Yeah, that's like friends with like a group of streamers that I like that just like got exposed of being like a cheater / kind of like using sorry, I just got distracted by the fact that my cat just pissing. I'm sorry, but yeah, so a guy got exposed for being a cheater and also for trying to date girls that are like freshly 18 low-key / like smaller content creators that he kind of has like power imbalance over and things like that. And like it's also like weird because like yes, I'm glad that we're like learning stuff. I'm glad. Like of course there's drama. It's like it's interesting, but then I also feel weird because it's like it is weird to go through like people's texts that they don't think will ever be like shown to people.
Wait, are they going through his text or like just?
Yeah, his texts with like the girl who's exposing him.
Then I don't feel bad for that.
It's just like I feel bad because they're just like the thing is like it's so interesting because like they instead of focusing on the bad stuff that they did, they're like making fun of the way he talks and stuff or like the way he looks and stuff. And I'm like I get it, like it's just a part of like the thing, but it's like I was thinking about it this morning. I was like it's kind of crazy how much the internet spirals like when like drama gets released, because it's like there's his actual bad action and the people he affected, right? And then there's people attacking him, being like, I knew it from the start. There's people defending him. There's people attacking the girl that exposed him, and then there's people defending the girl that exposed him, and then there's people that are just making fun of the way the guy talks, making fun of the way the girl talks, making fun of the way the guy looks, making like it just spirals into like all these different branches of things. And it's like the main thing is you should, one, not be talking to a girl that's 15 years younger than you, even if they're like legally of age. Two, you shouldn't be cheating on your girlfriend. If that's not like, yeah, if it's cheating, then it's like obviously not consent, like it's not like a polyamorous situation. And that should be that, like that should be that. But it's like people can't just leave it at that. It's like they have to spiral into these other like unnecessary conversations. And then like I also feel bad because like the main person within this friend group that I really, really like, she's the one who introduced this guy to like streaming and stuff. So apparently she's getting a lot of backlash, pretty much saying like you brought this guy into this world and you introduced him to all these people, and like now he's like abusing his power. So they're like sending her death threats, and when she presumably didn't know anything about it and stuff. But I don't know. It just like that's crazy. It's just crazy. And I get so scared of being thrown into like internet. Oh, because the thing is like I've had like low key or tried to have like a secret boyfriend. And so then I was thinking about this and I'm like, obviously not that I cheated. I'm trying to remember. And this brings up our conversation. I'm like all over the place. I don't remember. I don't think I've ever cheated on anybody. I think there was some drama one time with a boyfriend. I had a boyfriend when I was streaming, and when it was fresh of our relationship, right? I didn't want to make it necessarily public that we were dating yet. And there was drama because I told him when we started dating, I'm always going to prioritize my career over the relationship. I already set that up. And like a guy asked me to play video games with him while he was streaming to a couple hundred viewers, and I said, bye, I gotta go stream with this guy. And that caused drama in my relationship, and we both
Oh, a
never
hot
let it
take if
go.
we're talking about relationships with that. If you have, okay, I'm going to use an example. There is this one time, and if my friends are watching this, I have told them before, I still don't think I'm in the wrong. I genuinely, we can rehash the conversation. I still to this day do not think that I'm in the wrong. But me and my friend, I don't want to like, okay, let's just say like something happened to where it made her boyfriend jealous, and then like he was mad at me because I did something. It was like physical affection, like to my friend,
Right, right.
and then he was mad, and then he said, "Oh, don't do that," and I said, "Oh, you're insecure," which I did say at the moment. I did lie. Maybe I'm the wrong for this. I said, "Oh, I when I said you were insecure, I was joking. I wasn't. I was calling you insecure." But I think he kind of knew that later on because I was just like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, you were acting insecure," and I don't even think saying that you have insecurity is necessarily bad. I don't know which camera to look at. I keep looking at both of them. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's a necessarily bad thing to say. I think that's even a fine thing to it. Like, I think it's even better if you admit it. Like, you're
Yeah.
gonna be like, I'm insecure about this. But insecurities does not equal you just get to make whatever quote unquote boundaries you want. That's not like
Yeah. Yeah.
a boundary is like, hey, don't do this to me. Not a boundary is, hey, don't do this to me. Not, hey, you cannot do this. That is a control and a order. A boundary is like, this is my wall here. Don't do this to me. If you said, hey, you are not allowed to do this, that's not the same thing. That is not a boundary.
Yeah.
So the fact that like you don't want like your friends to or you don't want your girlfriend to be like affectionate to like their friends or something, and this doesn't, I'm not like just talking about my friend's boyfriend, but I'm talking about like just literally anyone, because I hear it all the time. And I wrote like a thing about being like, I think straight people learn that they need to be in a relationship before they learn to respect themselves, because it's like
Yeah.
the way that like I don't know how to explain it to straight people because I've explained it to them before and they like it like completely like there's a blockade of them like they are not able to understand it, but I'm like the way that straight people interact with love and like being as if it's a need in life and as it is like a thing that they need to acquire or need in order to live. I'm like, or and there's like all these like little games that are played with it, and I'm like, why don't you just enjoy the company of a person? I don't know how to explain it that well, but
Yeah,
like,
wait, so now I kind of want your opinion on my like past relationship.
okay, well, let me finish what I was saying really fast. But
Yeah.
it's just like if there is any moment, like basically, you should not think that your girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever is gonna cheat on you. Like that should not be like a
Yeah.
thought in your head. Like obviously, like with insecurity, that comes up. That's why I'm saying that's a fine thing to be like, I'm insecure about that happening. But you should have the trust in your head to let your girlfriend like go out with her friends or something, or like
Yeah.
go do this, or be like maybe like more physically affectionate with like a guy or like a one of the like the opposite sex or whatever that they're into. But
Yeah. That's like
it
it's like
is
a
just like
foundational
so
thing.
it's so dumb that you are like, oh, I can't let them do XYZ in the chance that they're gonna cheat on me. If you have that thought of being like, there is a chance that they're gonna cheat on me, why are you in the
Yeah,
relationship? Why are
exactly.
you
Yeah.
doing that? Like,
Yeah.
get like, you shouldn't need to restrict your partner in order for them not to cheat on you. It's like I need you to do XYZ because it makes me uncomfortable. It makes me think that you're gonna cheat on me. So you think your boyfriend's gonna cheat on you? You're you're already in the wrong. You already lost.
Yeah,
Like
right. Like the trust is like the foundational point, and if it's like you're going to look at every one of their actions with a presumption that they're likely going to cheat on you or something like that, then it's like, yeah, what is the point? What is the point of staying in that relationship? Like, you can't let them do anything at that point because if they really want to cheat, they're going to figure out how to cheat one way or another.
and I'm just like what like why
Yeah.
why do you want to do that? Like why do you want to go through life being like, dang girl, she jumping around?
She's trying to open the cabinet door.
But if like, why would you want to go through life like that? Why would you want to maneuver through your relationship with the presumption that your boyfriend is gonna cheat on you?
Yeah.
It's like I wouldn't want to do that.
Right. Yeah.
If I had the presumption that they were gonna like I obviously insecurity like if you said oh go to the party but then you were still like a little nervous about it like you were like ooh like I'm scared that they're gonna cheat on me like or I have this like fear that they are going to, that's fine, but don't be like you can't do XYZ because you are gonna cheat on me like I don't understand like
Yeah.
whatever.
That is something that I feel like I can already say that I was in the wrong, but you see, I'm like, let me talk to you about this. Um, so so first, the thing is like, I want to hear your opinion on that first thing that happened in a relationship. Like, I think it was like the first argument or fight that we really got into, and it was like the peak during my peak time of streaming, and I really wanted to make it my career. Um, I had a started dating somebody, but I hadn't made it public yet because I kind of wanted to wait a while and like
Dang girl.
he seemed like that was okay. Like I kind of was like I want to wait to see if this relationship really even works before like we go through the trouble of making it public and everything. Plus, I was a little bit worried because back then I was a bit more like pandering, I guess. Like I don't think I was realizing that's exactly what I was doing, but I was kind of pandering towards like my mostly male audience. And so I knew that like if I was gonna like say I have a boyfriend, I wanted to be something serious. Because it would affect my views and stuff, right? Anyways, so I was playing games with I was playing video games with my boyfriend at the time. And then a streamer that I've been talking to back and forth was like, "Hey, I'm streaming right now and I'm playing a game. Um, do you want to play or something like that?" And I said, "I think I can play maybe later or something." And he was like, "Oh, okay." And then like 15 minutes later, he just straight up calls me on Discord. And this was a long-term relationship. So I'm playing video games with my boyfriend over the internet, right? And so then I said, "Wait," I told my boyfriend, I was like, "Wait, someone's
Long distance. You
long
said long
distance."
term.
Oh, long distance. Well, it was also long term, but yeah, long distance is what I meant to say. But I was like, "Wait, sorry, I gotta go." I think it's like I gotta go real quick, and I hung up on him and joined that other call. And he was like, "I'm ready to play games," and like he already had his stream up, and he was already had like the Discord set up. So like as soon as I joined, it showed that I joined and like everything. And I honestly like panicked. So I was like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'll play." And I think I sent him a message on the side being like, "Hey, I'm sorry, the person like invited me to play games, so I'm on a stream right now playing games or something." And he got really upset by that. And then afterwards I said, "Yeah, like that wasn't cool. Like I should have given you more heads up or something, or like had just told the guy I can't because I'm spending time with you right now." But at the same time, like it was like a big opportunity for me because he had a bigger audience base than I did to get like more viewership. And so I was like, "I apologize and I won't do it again." And I never did do it again, but it was something I held on to for a really long time because like that was kind of once that happened, I kind of stopped streaming as much and I kind of took streaming like I didn't take my career as seriously because I thought that I didn't want to like didn't want to upset him again. And I didn't know if it was something where I should just kept doing what I was doing because it's like a weird thing.
What?
Like should
I'm
I
kind of confused on like what you need advice about, like,
not
or like
advice, I'm just I want your
like an
opinion on
opinion on it. Like I'm
like well, so I stopped streaming as much and I stopped reaching out to creators because a lot of the people who like a lot of streamers are guys and stuff. And a lot of people who were making effort to reach out to me were guys and stuff. And he didn't really want me talking to guys because it was making him jealous. And that like fact that I was picking the guys, even though I was picking it for my career, not like just for personal enjoyment, made him like upset. And then it just discouraged me. So I kind of just started streaming less and less and less. And then I kind of.
that sounds like a loser behavior.
Right.
Like,
Right.
such like a who cares? Like I like it's one of those things where I'm just like, are you changing your actions because you're in this relationship? Yes. Then why are you in it?
Yeah, I should have just I kept it's so crazy because I was like the first month of a relationship and literally like so much further down. I was like, I really should have just left at that red sign. And I told myself that I would. I literally told myself like if I got in a relationship and they get upset about something a decision I make that's based for the benefit of my career, I will just break up with them because I value my career more than my relationship. But at that time I was so insecure that like I just was like I don't know. I don't know why I picked the relationship over. I feel like I was brainwashed, low key. What?
I
But
mean, I'm
yeah.
like, I don't think it's a bad thing that you did that. It's just like, I mean, everyone
And then you know what?
learns from things.
Yeah. And then you know what pisses me off is that like after that, like when we moved to be closer together, we would make plans like actual plans for like date nights and stuff. But he would leave all the time because he would get work calls. And that would get it would get to me. It would get to
Like,
me because I was like, so what's the difference between my work call and your work call?
Yeah.
Because yours is about like because yours is like just business stuff, but mine is going to play games with somebody else. It's still my job, and it's still like I'm still on live stream. It's not like I'm going to privately hang out with somebody. So that really irked me. But I didn't have any self.
If
worth.
like, it just goes to my thing of being like, if you can't trust the other person not to cheat on you,
Yeah.
and you assume that they are,
Yeah.
you already lost. Like you should, unless there was like actual reason to be like, you have done things to make me not want to trust you.
Yeah.
Why are you going out of your way to be like, I don't trust you? Like, there's no reason. Like, you have
Yeah.
literally no reason not to trust this person. But also that goes to my thing too of catering for people's past relationships.
Oh yeah. That is not your
If
job.
someone came to me and was like, "Oh, like I got cheated on in the past, so I'm just like a little scared that you are gonna cheat on me," or like, "I need you to do X, I need you to unfollow these people because I got cheated on in the past," I'd be like, "Not my problem.
Yeah.
I don't care, and I'm not gonna do that because
Yeah.
like this person I like, I'm not gonna unfollow them, or like this person's my friend, I'm not gonna unfollow them. So no, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
It's just like don't be a loser. Like I genuinely like I can't when it comes to like relationship advice. I'm like don't be a loser. Like I can't think of anything like,
Yeah.
more like
Wait,
better to
I'm
say.
like
I'm just
I
like
want to keep talking,
don't
but
don't be like you
yeah.
genuinely are just like a
That's why I just
dweeb.
don't get relationships a lot of times because I just don't think I've seen a lot of people being like happy and healthy relationships. And like, cause so wait, I'm gonna say one last part regarding this
Wait, a
relationship
relationship.
thing.
Wait, I want to say one. I
Wait,
want
no,
to say
no,
more.
about my relationship
Oh,
thing. It's like a continuation. Okay, so
continuation.
yes, so I stopped talking to as many guys, and I don't do streaming stuff with guys, and I've kind of like lost my spark because also he's getting jealous of like the viewers. And then like, oh my god, wait, this is totally I don't know if this it's fine, it's fine. It doesn't hurt anybody. But like, okay, so one of his friends used to also watch me, right? His IRL friends that he went to like high school and stuff with. And one of them clipped something because I guess that somebody in chat was like, "Oh, Brie, watch out," or something, like, "Be careful." So he clipped it to go back because back in time, or back at that time, you couldn't like rewind on a live stream feed, right? But if you clipped it, it would let you go back for like a minute so you could clip that specific section. So his friend clipped it to go back to see what the chatter was saying, Brie, be careful for. And it was because I was in a skirt and I had bent over a little bit. And I guess the chatter was like, "Oh, watch out, like you don't want your goods to show," right?
Mm.
But the thing is when you hit the clip button, you have to go back and actually delete the clip or else it'll just automatically clip that 1 minute. So then he saw that his friend clipped me bending over in a skirt, and like that became a
Well,
whole
that I guess
thing.
that makes more sense to be like, why are you clipping that?
But
Like,
then why was that a me problem?
oh, like it was a problem
Um,
like for you. I'd be like,
he was
I don't know, go talk to your
uncomfortable.
homeboy, bruh. Like
That's what
that
I
ain't me.
said. I was
Like,
like, I'm not gonna change what I wear. But then, okay, so that was one thing that happened. But so I'm like I'm like changing the way I dress. I kind of stopped talking to people. Like I did a lot of things I shouldn't have done. Um, and then like I held on to that for a really long. I was like really resentful towards him for a really really long time about that. I'm low key still a little bit, but I'm mostly moved on. Right. But then there's this girl he ends up meeting in a video game, and her name is like Bunny something. And
Bunny.
I have a couple like streamer mutuals that have Bunny in their name and they're cool. But like
It's
Bunny,
not them.
it's not them, but it's like Bunny. I feel like it's like you think of an E-Thot name, and it's like, oh, if you add Bunny in there, it kind of gives E-Thot vibes.
Efoc.
What?
Coffee spelled backwards
Oh,
is
Efoc.
Efoc.
And she joins, and this is in our private time. He's playing video games with her. In our private time, she joins like the group of people that we used to play games with, and she's like really flirty with all the guys. She was showing off her background, like her computer screen background, which is like a big booby anime girl, and like you can click on her boobs and make them jiggle and stuff.
Whoa, how do I get that?
It's called Wallpaper Engine on Steam. um and I don't know, she was just giving weird vibes. And like the thing was like she was being very attentive to the boys and like being flirtatious, but then to me and the other girls and non-binaries, she was like kind of like talking over us or like being like, oh, whatever. And she's just like, I just don't get why girls like she was one of the like, I don't get why girls wear makeup type of people, right?
The girl that sat at my science table and said, all my friends are boys. And I said, so you're a lesbian? And she was like, I'm not a lesbian. And I was like, sorry. Like,
And so I told like my boyfriend like, oh, I don't really like you hanging out with her. Like I don't really like her. Like she just has bad vibes. I don't really want to hang out with her. And it feels weird that you hang out with her because I don't see why you want to be friends with this person.
I guess that makes sense a little bit. Okay, you know what? uh not wait, hold on. That I like try to say something like without like being like, oh, because I think like if someone were to look at you, they'd be like they would assume woman before like non-binary. So here's my
Right.
thing, like I um I support women or like
Other
social
genders.
like socially women like in quotation marks
Mm.
um rights and the wrongs. So my I might be a little skewed when I say like I guess it's more that's different because it's like obvious flirting and it's like why are you hanging around this person if they're flirting with you? I get
Yeah.
that's more cause for concern.
In private calls. Like
Yeah.
the guy that I played games with, like technically he was flirting with me, but his bit was like he would go online and like sing songs for girls and then like try to get like a video game date out of them. But then he would move on to the next girl. It wasn't like he was seriously pursuing me.
Yeah.
But there was like a flirtatious tone to it, but it's like it's also like a younger audience. Like it was obviously not gonna go anywhere. Versus like someone being flirtatious and stuff with you in private calls, it doesn't benefit them at all other than for
Yeah.
their own pleasure.
The thing is like if it was he was just like in the circle of like friends and she happened to be there and then it
Yeah.
was like she was flirting with him but he never like reciprocated that, I'd be like okay, like that's fine
Yeah.
because like you're in this group, you probably don't want to be like I have a problem with this one person, like
Yeah.
you don't want to oust yourself basically.
Yeah.
And it's not at the end of the day I'm like oh that's not that big of a deal that someone is flirting with you in a like a group of people that you hang out with. But if it was like they were friends one-on-one and they hung out one-on-one, I'd be like okay, then why are you friends with someone that's flirting with you?
Yeah.
I think I would have an issue with that. I'd be like
Yeah.
okay, not like accusing you of anything,
Yeah.
but
Right. It's weird
this
behavior.
person you know is flirting with you and you're in a relationship, you're going to entertain that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And we had a whole long discussion. And the thing is, I never made him like stop being friends with her. Like, I never said, you're not allowed to talk to her. I just said, I just want you to acknowledge that she's weird. And he's like,
Yeah.
I just don't, he keeps on me like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, what did she ever do to you? And I'm like, she hasn't done anything to me yet. I'm just saying I don't like her. And I find it disrespectful that you still spend time with her after I told you that she makes me feel uncomfortable. Also, because like she would like ask them about their sex life and stuff, like in front of us. And like me and one of the other my friends is like asexual, and sometimes we get kind of weirded out talking about sex. It's not always, but it's also like we don't want to hear about some of our guy friends' sex lives. Like, and why is this random girl that we met on the internet 1 month ago like asking about that? Like, it was so weird.
Literally.
And then but the thing is that we broke up and like low key I snooped. I snooped after we broke up and it wasn't the same person, but it was a similar type of person and he was like e-sexting her like literally the week after we broke up. And yeah, I was like that's crazy. I don't know that.
Well, speaking of relationships,
Yeah.
guys, I fumbled. I fumbled like crazy.
No. Yeah, you did.
I fumbled so bad. And the last chance, well, potentially last chance for Bree to see this man, I was like, Bree! Like, Bree was sitting, la-di-da-di-da, like,
I was working.
and I was like,
I was selling things.
because the thing was, we're done with like in class.
Yeah.
Like our semester is done. By the time this comes out, our semester will be like over. But so yesterday was like the last day of in class instruction.
Right.
And it was like towards the end of the day, I was done with all my classes and I was like, I haven't seen him today, like my hallway crush. I'm speaking about my hallway crush. Oh.
Hey.
No, don't do that, please.
Sorry.
No, tayo.
No, dayo. Here, let me.
But he was like, oh, I just was like, oh, like I haven't seen him today. Like I'm probably not gonna see him. I don't know. Some people come to our semester for only one, or come to our school for only one semester.
Right.
and I thought, I have never seen him here before, so maybe he's just here for a semester. So I don't know if he's gonna be here next semester or not. But I was like ecstatic when I saw him when he was leaving the school, and I was like, Brie! Like, Brie was not listening. And I was like, because Brie hasn't seen who this man is, like, doesn't know who he
I've
who
seen
he
like
is.
his backside, but like that doesn't tell me a lot
It
about
tells
what
you
he
like
looks.
height.
Yeah, that's true. But I wouldn't be able to tell. Like, I wouldn't be able to discern him from his front side just by seeing his
Yeah,
backside.
I was like, I don't know. I was so sad, and yeah, I may never see him again.
That's so sad.
But like, I don't know.
Would you have
I
said like? Would you? Do you really?
that sentence scared me.
Why?
Because he said, would you? I thought you said, would you have? And then you started a word with S, and I was like, whoa. I was like,
I was gonna say, would you have said something like? Would you have tried to like exchange information or something? Or would you have just come been like, oh hey, by the way?
like the last time I saw him?
Yeah,
Or?
like would you have like if you could have rewind time and play it back? We're life is
Life is strange,
it.
where she goes, life is strange, eh?
life is stranging it.
Oh, I like said life is stranging it, eh? But still with that baby blue eyes, eh? That's he kind of gave like, okay, think about it. He didn't look like Barry Keoghan, but it was like same genre of person. And he also kind of like, he looked, I can't show you guys because he's on my Instagram, but like he looks like my Instagram crush too. So there's a little bit of convergence in that. Yeah. But
My feet are so
but what was I talking about? Oh, I like fumbled and I didn't get to like.
If you could
him.
rewind time, what would you have done in that situation?
Oh, I would have said, hey, would you like to go bowling with me on Friday?
Sorry, I work every Friday.
Would you like? I'm gonna start in a short film if y'all wanna. Are you allowed to distribute it?
I think so.
Maybe that will be an extra.
I was thinking about making like an alternate YouTube account to post all my like production stuff for now.
That way we could do like
But
extra signal corrupted content.
well, I would just have to make sure
You can post it on both.
that the other actor is okay with it and
Clear it with everyone.
clear with everybody.
Yeah.
Because I would want to give credits to everybody. Like it will. I think I'll have credits. Well, actually, I don't know. Wait a minute. I have a 3-minute limit. Do you think that includes like a credit roll?
Probably not. No. Because he's probably like
should
wanting you
ask.
to put substance. Okay. I don't remember.
I want to go back and see how you felt. I want to see how
I
you
feel so.
felt. I want to understand what happened. I'm so confused.
Okay. You may be wondering why the camera angle is different. Wait. Should we move it more? Well, that's as far as it's gonna go.
Yeah, it's okay.
But
and we're not fooling anybody, sweetheart. It's fine.
so you might wonder why the camera changed because I fell over. I fell off. I just think I went too close to the edge. I don't even know what I was doing over here. Like, what was I looking at? Like, what was the point of me doing that?
It felt like you did it on purpose. You started.
I had a bit planned, but I didn't like.
Well, you
it wasn't
accomplished
falling
it.
over, so maybe I'll keep that bit for another time.
That was great. Oh my god. Wait, I'm also just nervous about this hovering over stop, so I'm gonna move. Whoa. Wait, what were you even trying to say?
I don't remember.
Do you
But
remember, wait, did you ever answer what would you do if you could rewind?
oh, that's what I was answering. Anyways, if I could rewind time and if I could tell my crush anything, I would say, we were talking about I said that, and then I said, "Oh, would there be credits?" And then I was like,
Oh, we were talking about the short film.
"Yeah."
Yeah. But what would you do?
I would say, "Do you want to like go to maybe bowling, or do you want to go?"
You actually want to go bowling?
Yeah, I love bowling.
Oh.
Why do you think? I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast, but I went on. There was a guy that I was talking to for a while, and sorry if I said this already. I don't remember. But maybe I said it in the first podcast because that's kind of generally the time that it was happening. But I went on. It was for my birthday, so it wasn't. Me and this guy
that
went
guy?
bowling.
That guy?
Yeah, that's why I have beef with the French.
That guy?
But I went bowling with this guy, and we were in the elevator, and I was just trying to be like affectionate, and he like pushed my hand away from his and was like, "There's cameras in here."
Ugh,
That like
that's so
messed me up.
annoying.
And so we like go bowling, and I'm not talking, and he's like, "Why are you not talking?" I was like, "You were just mean to me. Like I
Yeah.
don't want to speak.
Yeah.
I'm not in the mood to speak now because you just yelled at me."
Yeah. Oh man,
That, like-
relationships just make me feel icky inside.
And I went. Oh, and then there was more to the story because I went out clubbing with him, and because I was like, you know what, I'll give this guy a second chance. Shouldn't have. Most boring, most boarded up, shaking bones dancer. Like rigor mortis is setting in. Like God, like that man
Damn.
cannot move. I'll tell
Oh my
that
god,
in
I
a
want to
second.
dance.
But
Come on.
why are we not going to the club?
Dance. We can. We just. I want it to be a day where like I don't do anything during the day, so I can spend time with my cat during the day, and then we can go out all night, and then I don't have to worry about her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It was just hard because I went to school Monday through Friday, and then so the Sunday's a prep day, and the Saturday's a de-stress day. So literally, I was booked all week.
so there was. I went to clubbing with him, and he bought. I assume you know in Japan there's lockers that you can put your stuff in.
Yeah.
That's the thing that everyone's like, Japan is living in the future. They got lockers you can put your stuff in. And it's like, just a locker, dude. Not
Yeah,
that like
yeah.
crazy. So we put our stuff in a locker. And also, I need to say it one more time. I can't stand when people say there's no trash cans here. There is so many trash cans. Walk into a convenience store.
Yep.
There's trash cans in there. I hate when people are like, ugh, Japan is like so crazy for not having trash cans anywhere. How does it stay so clean? Go to Shibuya in the middle of the night. That's not clean.
Yeah.
For one. Two,
But I can say that like in the big cities, I've tried to go into like convenience stores or throw things away, and sometimes they'll just have a sign that says like you can't put trash in here.
Oh yeah, some of them are like, don't like.
Also,
they
New
won't
Year.
have trash cans.
Like you have to be careful around New Year's because they like nobody is wanting to take outside trash because like for like 4 or 5 days, like right before and right after New Year's, obviously they're the trash picker upper people who we should show more respect for because they're amazing. But yeah, they have their own vacation too, and so I remember being around like I was outside and they were like, no, we can't do trash because it's too close to New Year's.
Yeah. Like obviously, don't go to the convenience store with like a bunch of trash, like throwing your stuff away. But like
It wasn't a
throwing away,
bunch.
like
It was just one bottle.
yeah, like throwing like a bottle away, like on a regular day, like, and they're not gonna be like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Just some convenience stores don't have them. Some do, like most do. Some of them don't have like. A lot of them I know don't have like places for pet bottles, like the plastic bottles.
Yeah.
But if you have like small trash, you can throw them away.
Yeah. I walk into convenience stores just to throw trash away like multiple times. I think it's fine.
But yeah. Anyways, we put our stuff in the locker, and I put my Labubu in there.
Oh, nice catch.
And
Not everything comes crumbling down again.
no,
La Boo Boo falls, everything comes crumbling down.
and the walls came crumbling down in the city that we love.
Yeah.
You don't know that song?
I do. I
Oh.
do. I do.
But
Whatever key you want, honey.
I never said I was a singer. That's the thing. I never said
The thing
I'm
is, like, I
working
think
late
you
because
hit
I'm
the
a
note.
singer. Huh.
Yeah, like the
You
thing
know,
is, I think you
the
hit all
thing
the
is,
notes, but it was
Sabrina
just in the wrong.
Carpenter wrote that song and I
it's-
didn't.
Yeah.
So I don't know
Right,
why you're
right,
accusing me of being a
right.
singer.
I never said you were a singer. I just said whatever key you want.
Don't hold me to a standard that I never put on myself.
What?
It's like when I said, when I
you
said,
say yes. Will you say yes?
what? Who are you talking to?
That's what it sounds like when you say that thing.
Oh, what would you do if when you okay? So you said yes, we go.
Yeah.
People know that out there, and they're gonna be like, "That's so easy."
I just every time I try to repeat it, it's like when you KFC
It baffles me when I say that, and like, there's so many people who don't know what I'm referencing, and I go, "What would you do if when you okay?" And so he said, "Yes, we go," and they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Bro, I'm
disappointed in you.
yeah."
Yeah.
Please
be careful with that, Mike.
What?
You pulled on the cord a little, and I got a little nervous.
But
it's okay. Sorry.
I put my stuff in the locker.
We're going to
and
bowling.
we're going. No,
from bowling.
This is a different day.
Different time. You're going to.
This
club.
was after okay. The stuff that happened at the bowling happened before I went back to the U.S. I come back to the U.S. Then come back to Japan, and I go out with this guy because he's asked me for like 3 weeks straight, and I've swerved him all 3 weeks. So I finally am like, okay, I'll go. And the whole night, I don't have my jacket because I was like, oh, I'm going to be in the club. We go in the club. Mind you, I made him pay for me. Actually, no. That was what annoyed me because he wouldn't pay for me, even though he told me that he would, because I was like, I don't have the money right now. I don't really want to go out. And then when he was like, oh, I'll pay for you. Then when we go out, he's not paying for me. So that's what made me really mad. And so I went and got money, came back, got into the club, and then I was mad that he wanted to leave like 10 minutes later. I was like, I just paid 1,500 yen to get in here. I don't want to leave yet.
Yeah.
And mind you, while we were in there, he was stiff as a board. I met one of the hottest men I've ever seen in my life. Not necessarily, but like
what?
one of the hottest men that I think that I could get.
You know, like club.
Yeah. Like, you know how like people are in leagues?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
the hottest person in your league.
Yeah, I was like, this is probably the hottest person that I have the ability to bag. Like, it's not getting better than this.
Not the person you went with, but somebody else.
No, someone else.
Okay.
And I was very clearly being like, no, I want to hang out with him, not you.
Got it.
But he surprisingly also spoke French, and he was there with another French person, and the guy that not the guy that I was into, but the guy that he was there with started speaking French to me, and I genuinely just went.
I think you became French that night.
I genuinely, they were like, oh, are you from France? I was like, no.
Yeah. Oh.
No, I was like, no, I'm not from France. Like, I don't speak French. I know oui.
Yeah.
Porque
es español.
But
Aux Champs-Élysées.
So my labubu is held hostage, mind you.
In the locker.
Yes, and my jacket.
Right.
And I think I put no, my wallet wasn't in there. I had my bag because I was like, no matter what, I'm keeping my bag on me because I need that portable charger. I know I'm gonna need it. And so I have my wallet and the stuff in my bag, and it's in the locker, and he leaves. We leave the club finally because I'm like, this is also boring because it got boring in there, and we start walking around, and we go to this other club. It's like a very famous one. I don't want to say which one it is for some reason.
That's all right.
But I love the dancers there. They're so sweet. I don't think they recognize me. I don't need them to, but I always recognize them, and I'm like, oh my god, I love you.
That's nice.
But he goes in there, mind you. We find his friends that he knows, and they're all hanging out. So it's like kind of a big group, or like a group of 4. I don't like the other 2 fools. I'm like, you guys are weird, and especially one of them just starts hitting on me, and I'm like, I wouldn't do anything with you, even if I just lost the lottery and also got ran over that day. Even
Got
if I
Okay.
scratched the lottery ticket off, walked into the street and got hit by a car, boom boom, still wouldn't do anything with you. Like I would be like, you know what? I still have self respect. Like I can't. Um. So yeah, because he was like, "How old are you?" And I was like, "I'm 21." And he was like, "Oh, like I'm actually 23." And I was like, "All
Good for
right, good for you. I don't know what to
you.
tell you." Um. And he was like, I don't even remember what he was asking me because I wasn't listening. I had my
Yeah.
drink that I made the other. Oh, I'm skipping parts, but we go to this other club, and I'm sitting outside of the club, and I don't have money to get in. It's 2,000 yen, I think.
Another
They,
club.
yeah, yeah,
Bruh.
they were one. They went in, left me outside, and I
Bruh.
was like talking to the guy outside, and we're like, I was just sitting there being like, my friends are inside, and he was like, your friends? They don't sound like your friends. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not really friends with them. And then he was like, "Oh well, like why don't you go home?" And I was like, "They have my stuff. Like I can't leave." Um and then I
Oh,
was
you were
like,
sharing the locker with him.
"Yeah, yeah,
Got it.
he bought the locker."
And he had like the key and everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Got it.
And I was saying to this like the guy that was taking the money for people to go in.
Yeah.
I was like, "I'm so cold. Like it's so cold outside. Like I want my coat. Like I want my jacket really bad." And um he was like, "That's crazy of them to leave you out here, blah 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 blah." And I was like, "Yeah, I know, like, but I was kind of like, F it, we ball, like,
Mm.
I'm gonna keep going." So I was just sitting there waiting for the night to roll to an end.
Mm.
But I end up texting the guy and I'm like, "Hey, I'm literally so cold." And then he finally pays for me to get into the club. Mind you, I'm literally there for 5 minutes and I leave again. Like, bye. Like, I finally get into the
Yeah.
club. I'm there for 5 minutes because I was like, well, I want a drink. And then so I get a
Yeah.
drink that drink, leave. And I go back outside to talk to the guy that's taking the tickets. And he was like, "Oh, you're back." And I was like, "No, I didn't want to be in there."
Yeah, that's
Uh,
fair.
and then although that club is like really nice, and I think all the employees are nice. They don't want to. It's not the club's fault.
Yeah.
There was also it was like shirtless night, so it was a bunch of shirtless men in there, and I was like, I don't want to be in here. I'm scared. Um,
Interesting.
what?
I feel like that'd be interesting to be in a shirtless night.
No, no, no. It was like you could get, I think, half off drinks if you took your shirt off. So it wasn't like it was a choice whether you wanted to or not. It was like you had to.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I
because
think it's good
I
to
would
just
never
see
do
what
that.
like the real body types that are out there. It's like,
No.
oh,
If there is more than one shirtless man in a room, I don't want to be in there. I'm okay.
don't take him to a pool. Don't take him to a pool, guys.
In the pool context, that makes sense. But it was supposed to be like, ooh, hot, like, wow, get away from me. No, I don't want to see that. It felt really like like they were sweaty and they were like nasty looking, and I was like, I don't want to be in here near you. I
Yeah,
need to
yeah,
leave. So I left, and that's when the guy was hitting on me while I was in the club. That's another
yeah.
reason why I left, because I was like, "You're weird. I'm gonna leave." Um,
What was the
so
point of the story?
I was just talking about relationship,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That guy sucked,
and I leave,
in
and
my
then
opinion.
but one of the workers got off their shift and was like, "Hey, do you want to go hang out with me?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so I
Oh,
hung
that's
out with her,
fun. That's fun.
and she bought me a drink at this other bar, and we did karaoke until 5 in the morning, and then I left.
I want to do karaoke so bad. I miss karaoke.
I love going out like all night. It's very fun. Where
I'm
are my other?
I want to plan like a big karaoke night with just like everybody that I know when we're done with everything.
Ooh, we should do that for like a celebration.
Yeah.
Another one that I have is Trisha Paytas is writing a book, and I'm very, like, I want to read it. It's called like what? Am I talking too much?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
What's the problem?
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Um, she's writing a book. It's literally the title is, crying on the kitchen floor, a memoir. Like that's actually genius. Like, That video of her when she opens that chicken, that thing of chicken, and goes, oh. It's actually so good.
See, I don't know like Trisha Paytas references either.
Oh, I love her. I watched with my mom this season when she was on Big Brother. And they said you can either get a full pizza or stay in the game. And she was like, I want the full pizza. Like she was like, I want the large pizza. And so she got out of Big Brother for eating a pizza.
And it's a dating show?
No. Big Brother is like a competition
I don't
show.
understand these things.
Watch. Oh my God. We need to watch season 12 of Big Brother US. She was on Big Brother UK, I think.
Right.
I don't know why she was on the UK version, but she's not even from the United Kingdom. But we need to watch the US show.
She's been everyone. She might as well be from the UK. She's
But
also from Japan.
we need to.
She's from everywhere.
I like Hello Kitty, so that's how you know I'm not racist. That quote from her.
Trenton told me not to be racist.
No,
I asked why people say like people make comments about my eyebrows. They're like, "Oh, Brie, I really like your eyebrows," and I'm like, "Thanks, I really like my eyebrows. Like it's one of my favorite features." But I didn't understand. Like I want to see the outside perspective. So I said, "Trenton, why do you think people compliment me on my eyebrows?" And he went,
not to sound
"Well,
racist.
Not to sound racist." But it's very anime.
Like I was like, it gives you an anime like it's like your eyebrows look very anime.
Very anime.
Sorry, I'm not like Asian, and I can't be on the in. I can't be in the in crowd.
What?
I can't be like on the in crowd.
What's the in crowd?
Asian.
Why are Asians the in crowd?
Because I'm on the outside, so I have to be careful. I have to be like
not to be racist.
Not to be racist.
I was like, as a Asian, I've never felt like I was a part of the.
Is your cat Asian?
I think technically she might be like a Siamese mix something, but I got her off the street. I don't know what she is.
But she was born here.
No, she was born in America.
Oh.
In California. But being born in California does not necessarily not make you Asian. What if she was born in Orange County and she came,
what if she was
all the way down to Los Angeles and I found her?
What if she was born here? Would that make her? That would make her Asian.
Okay, now I think we need to define our term.
I don't know.
But she has blue eyes, right? And I guess like blue eyes is usually a trait that's associated to the Siamese breed of cats. Like you can't have blue-eyed cats without it being some sort of derivative of the Siamese cat. So I think she might be part Siamese.
Well, she is getting up there on a crazy angle.
I love that she does it in like the most complicated way.
Anyways, I've been watching kind of more true crime stuff, and like there was one that I watched this morning of this guy who was like, it was a compilation of people who were running from the cops that just didn't need to. Like the guy,
like police cam footage.
Yes, because he was like pulled over. And he wasn't driving. Like the guy that ran wasn't driving. It was like his wife or something. And they got pulled over. It was just like a routine stop, like just for something that's not that serious. And he asked for the wife's like ID, and I think she didn't have it. So she asked for the other guy's ID, and so he gave it to her, or gave it to him, and he went to go check it, and he came back to give the ID back, and the guy had gotten out of the car, and like I don't remember, it was something like you should, I don't know why he needed to get out of the car, but it was for something that he needed to get out of the car for. And he hands back the ID, and the guy just sprints off, and at first the cop doesn't notice it, and then he looks up and he goes, "Why is he running?" He literally like yells out after the guy, and he was like, "Dude, you're not in trouble. Like, why are you running right now?" So he goes like chases the guy down, and he was like, "You didn't need to run. Like there's literally no reason for you to start running. Like now you have committed a crime. I'm gonna have to take you." And he was like, "Why do you have to do that, man?" He was like, "Cause you ran. Like you didn't need to, but you did." And so with that murder, wait. But with that
That is going.
but with that murder, like skipped a chapter. Um
That's
but with
funny.
that, do you have anything that you need to say?
I was gonna say like, wait, have you or any of your friends cheated?
Oh, did you want to talk about like the thought experiment thing that I talked
Yeah,
about?
we can talk. Yeah, that's kind of yeah.
Um, I was trying to think if I should tell the story.
I'm just laughing. I'm just laughing too because I don't know. I feel like we went so off rails and not. I don't know.
We'll get back to my
Sorry,
last one.
I feel weird. I feel weird today, guys. I feel weird today. So I'm sorry if I'm being weird, but I feel weird today. But yeah, well,
Can I
cause,
put a TikTok on the screen? I'll send it to you right now.
well, cause
Put it in there.
That medicine?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you don't want that, man.
What am I doing that for?
That's for sex.
Huh?
That's for sex.
Oh. Ew, nasty.
Okay, we're back. So what was the question? Oh, did anybody have I
have you
cheated?
or any of your friends, like people?
I've never
somebody you
been
know?
in a relationship. The closest that I've been in a relationship is with this one guy, but he was like an alcoholic, and his mom really liked me, and I really liked his mom, but yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think so. I don't think your towel fell again.
The other one.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna watch both of them.
But,
Again. It's fine. They're outside towels now. They're
I've
for the
never cheated. I don't think I've had a friend that cheated. That's why I said in the thought experiment thing that I was like, I've never been in that situation. I don't know how I would
streets.
react.
The thought experiment is like, would you be friends with somebody if would you continue to be friends with somebody if you found out they cheated?
Yeah, there was like I think it was months ago, but maybe even like a year ago.
We talked about this like in the fall semester.
Yeah. That's why I
Yeah.
was like, it was a while
Yeah, I
ago.
think it was one of the reasons why we were like, we should start a podcast.
But like,
Because we're just yapping.
I think we had already come up with the idea.
It's okay.
The idea of starting a podcast. It was just like we should talk about this on the podcast, and I don't think we ever got. We didn't get around to it.
Argue with me about this. I don't know.
Because
what you're
in my
saying.
head, I have it the way that I perceive it.
Well, because
I fell out of the chair, and
because for me, like I've become friends / like on good terms with all of my exes.
Well, explain the background.
The background.
Because
Of what?
on TikTok, there was this thought experiment of being like, would you still be friends with someone if you knew they cheated on their partner? And a lot of people were saying yes, but we were thinking about it.
So all of me and my exes have ended on good terms, or like we're considered like we're friends, but like not in like a like I feel like I don't know how to explain it. I think it makes sense though, right? Like I'm on good terms with them. I would say they're acquaintance friends things, but it's like it's a bit different because there has been past. But like the first one
has been.
There's like a different part of my relationship with that person than like other friends.
No, I understood what you're saying.
Anyways, like my first boyfriend, I'm like also I think that's I started thinking about like high school and stuff again because of these like YouTuber cheater thing that came out, and like it just reminds me of being back in high school, like reading the text and stuff like that. It just makes me think of being back in high school. But like we had like an instance of like the whole like he was talking to other girls when we were in our talking phase, and I like kind of let that go because I was like, well, we weren't in a relationship. And then we took a break in our relationship, and he was with a girl when we were on our break, and I was like, it's fine because we were on a break. But it was like a whole messy. It was just like messy. But and like I think me now, I would say like, well, I told him too. I was like, if you wanted to be with somebody when we were on our break, then why did we ever get back together? Like, but I don't know.
I have a question about that. Like when people so quickly get into like they're like, oh, we're on a break, and they so quickly like go to someone else
Yeah.
and then they get back into a relationship with that original person,
Yeah.
like right after,
Yeah.
would you consider that cheating? Because in my head, I'm like, you kind of
Yeah.
are, because you had that immediate thought to be like, I'm going to get revenge on you for taking a break by going and getting with someone else. And then I'm going to come back to you. I'm like, that just, I don't know. To me, I'm like, that shows ill
Yeah.
intent. And I'm like,
I think that like my autistic brain is saying like semantically I wouldn't consider it cheating, but
I wouldn't classify it.
I was like, yeah, it's like technically under the societal rules that we've placed, but that's like the thing, right? It's like that's why people talk about the whole like we were on a break or whatever from Friends or something. Like people discuss these things. And for me, I at that time, and this is the thing is like I'm pretty straightforward with all my partners. I kind of tell them exactly what I think. I told him I was like because the way that the break happened was I think that he came to me and he said, I'm bored of our relationship. And I said, okay, so we should break up. And he's like, yeah, but I still love you. And I don't know if I want to break up. I just feel like weird and confused because I feel bored and I don't know what that means. And I said, okay, so should we go on a break or something? And then he was like, sure. And then we took like a week break. And during that time, he saw somebody else. I don't know what exactly, I don't know all the details, but I think it was like mostly just like sexting stuff. And then a week later, he was like, never mind, you're really cool and I want to be with you. And I was like, okay.
I want to be with you.
And then the things like that, it's interesting because I was more, of course, it makes me feel insecure, right? Also, I was like a 16-year-old. Also, I was dealing with a bunch of weird ass stuff at 16 years old. I had like an old like situationship from middle school text me because he used to be like a nerdy gamer kid and that's what we bonded over. We were both nerdy gamer kids. And then he went to the high school and then he became one of like the sporty jock kids. And then he like started like what's that called when you're like flirting in a mean way, like negging or something like that. Like he was like negging me like
Trolling.
yeah, he was trying to be flirtatious, but he was being mean.
Oh, yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
nagging.
negging. And then he eventually was like, "Have you had sex yet?" And I said, "No." And he's like, I think it's disgusting when people have been in a relationship for a long time and they haven't had sex. Like, why are you even in that relationship then? And I was like,
Because I enjoy life.
because yeah. Anyways,
I
so I was
like,
like, I was already
don't boil
feeling
it down to just that.
insecure, but it was interesting because that girl that he was like sexting with, my first boyfriend was sexting with during that break. I went to her because I guess I don't know if he told me or if I found out afterwards, but I went up to her and I was like, oh, did this happen? And she was like, yeah, he told me you guys were on a break. And I was like, yeah, we were. And I was like, she was like, oh, okay, well, I hope you're not upset about it. I'm like, no, thank you for being honest about it. And then we were cool. But the person that he was doing stuff with when we were in our talking phase, okay, I knew her since middle school and I thought we were kind of friends. I went up to her and I said, hey, I heard that like you guys were actually physically intimate when I was still in the talking phase with my current boyfriend. Is that true? She's like, no, I would never do that to you. I would never do that to you. When I had already had proof. I already had proof. I just was giving her a chance to like talk to me about it. I said, right, you would never. And I never really talked to her again. Anyways. So yeah, if you consider those cheating, then I've been friends with a cheater. That was my own ex.
The thing is just like, a lot of people were saying that like I would stop being friends with them immediately. I could never be friends with a cheater. And I don't think that's true. I think y'all let your friends get away with a lot of things, and I think that's okay. But like,
Yeah.
it's just like, I don't think the second that you found out your friend was cheating, you would say something. I also do think like so my friends, I do consider my friend, but my friend's boyfriend, if my best friend was cheating on him, I'd be like, she's cheating on you, man. And a lot of people are like, no, I would never tell. And I'm like, okay, you're just a bad person. Like, you could say,
Yeah.
you could argue that if you're a bad person or not, if you would stay friends with a cheater, but if you aren't going out of your way to be like, this person cheated on you, and especially if you're like, if you don't want to say something and get in the middle of it, maybe I don't know, maybe you're not a bad person, but to me, I would morally want to say something.
Yeah.
But if you're actively being like, no, that didn't happen, like trying to hide it, like avoiding the question, whoa,
Yeah.
you're a freakum,
Yeah.
and I want to put you in the death note. So
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird because like if you wouldn't want to be cheated on, then why would you help your friend cheat?
exactly. It's like, well, that's my ride or die, and I'm like,
What? What does that have to do with anything?
it's
No
like
one is
it's the whole like old
dying.
saying, like, well, they jumped off a cliff, would you jump too?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Wait, I had a point to make about. That's the thing is like, okay, I don't want to be like I'm so chill girlfriend. I'm so chill girlfriend. I'm not. I'm cuckoo. I'm cuckoo in a relationship, which is why I don't do it anymore. Okay, but I remember in my. Whoa, can I air this out? Because some people know who my last boyfriend was. I think, but like when my last like relationship was not working out, like we went through a couple phases. We talked, and I was like, I think we should break up. And then he was like, I want to keep trying, and I was like, okay, but just I'm gonna stop putting in effort into the relationship. I want to just focus on me. But we can still be in a relationship, and I'll make time for you, right? I'm not gonna be rude to you. And then when that happened, obviously he was unhappy because I wasn't going like out of my way to prioritize the relationship. And so then he was like, I'm unhappy. I think it's because of these reasons. Also, this was also as I'm like figuring out this person while I was in this relationship with this person, it was when I was going through a lot of my identity of like being non-binary and what that means in a heterosexual presenting relationship. Very difficult, very complicated. Also, like as kind of like a trans person who hasn't gone through any thing, being in a relationship with somebody who doesn't understand like that body dysmorphia and stuff, and that and everything, and then also me kind of thinking like, oh, I feel like I might be under the asexual spectrum because my drive or desire or enjoyment seems much less than what other people around me plus my partner typically want to do. And he was kind of like, maybe those things are what's getting to me, but I don't know. I don't know if like the pretty much the conversation because I asked him like I was like, what would you consider your sexuality? And he was like, I'm straight. And I was like, but I'm not a girl. And then he was like, yeah, but and I was like, well, that's the problem. But anyways, and I literally was like, do you want to go have sex with some girls and figure that out? Like I was like, I'm more concerned about you figuring out like how you feel about yourself. But like we were still in a relationship and I was like, if you want to go meet somebody with more like with the intention of just mainly to just have a physical relationship with them so you could figure that out, you could. And he was like, no, it doesn't feel right to do that. And then we broke up that day. And then he had e-sex. I'm like, wow, I hope that e-pussy was better than that real pussy. He could have gone.
Tesla needs to get on that. And I'm not talking about I'm not talking about Nikola Tesla. I'm talking about Tesla, the brand. They need to start making robots. That's when I'll say robots are useful. When AI starts.
That's crazy. Now you're starting to sound like the guys from The Big Bang Theory.
I can't take you talking about The Big Bang Theory. I don't
love
The Big Bang Theory is
The Big Bang.
The Big Bang Theory is that everything's a theory now. Do you know like that? Like it'll be like broccoli theory, and it's like oh, going back to to tie it into the relationship through line. There's these things that are okay. Another thing. This was another thing that went into my straight people take like love for granted, and it's like a right, and it's like a thing that they need. Y'all are making stuff up at this point. Boo basket, like there was one that was like a winter basket. There was one that was like a Valentine's, like it was like not Valentine's, but it was like a one that it's like extra Valentine's Day basket. We're just making stuff up at this point. And it's like, I've literally seen people get angry being like, my boyfriend didn't get me a boo basket. Mama, you didn't know about it until 2 weeks ago. You did not know it was a thing, so why are you mad about it now? Like,
Not me sending like the TikToks. I used to send my ex like the videos on TikTok. Like, if your boyfriend isn't doing this and that for you, then he obviously doesn't love you.
it's like genuinely like such a
Guys, I was
keep it
crazy.
pushing kind of thing. Like,
Like-
oh man, you didn't get chocolate in a basket. Keep it pushing. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, don't call me about a blue basket. If you get hit by a car, like, okay, that's a reason to be cause for concern. But why are you upset about some candy in a basket
Yeah.
that you didn't even know was like a thing? It wasn't like you didn't even know that was a possible romantic gesture until like a week ago when you saw it on TikTok. Why are you mad about it now?
Yeah, it just manufactured insecurity for consumerism. Guys.
Exactly. That's like, and that's another thing with my MP3 players. We're manufacturing an insecurity, being like, oh, like you're not cool, or like you're not like the vibe. Like you're really gonna play into like Apple and Spotify. Like, ooh, like get disconnected. Have you heard? I didn't like did research into this, but there's a thing called an analog bag that people are buying bags that they just like put their hobbies and stuff in, like. Right, like people are like putting all their old technology in, and like that's what they're carrying around. I'm like, you mean a backpack? You mean you're buying a backpack and putting stuff in it?
Yeah.
Why are we calling it an analog bag
That's
and
so funny.
and start talking about it like it's some special thing? You bought a backpack and put some stuff in it.
Yeah.
Like they're buying bags specifically to have it as their analog bag.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
So you're telling, like, just go into your closet, get that backpack that you had in high school, and put stuff in that. Like, it's the same thing. Like, it's another thing to like just keep buying things, and I'm like, it's like, wake up, sheeple, wake up. They just want your money. Like, ugh.
So-called free thinkers, when they see an analog bag,
They're like so-called free thinkers when they start being advertised to validate their free thinker mindset, and they're like, I gotta buy that.
Yeah.
My last thing on here, I don't remember. There was something else I was gonna say just then, but I don't remember what it is. But I want to get this out because I thought it was crazy. And I also like the game, so that the story kind of revolves around. So I wanted to talk about it. But the Walking Dead games, do you know them?
Yeah, I know of them.
Do you know that? Like, you know, like the main character, Clementine.
Clementine.
Yeah. Like she's the girl that is like the main character.
Right.
Okay, but okay. This first
The Walking
game
Dead?
games.
Oh, maybe not then. I think I watched like the first 2 seasons of the show.
No, I'm talking about the games.
I don't think I know anything about the games.
Anyways, okay, the first season, there's this guy that is getting arrested. You don't find out until the end of the game, which I thought was like really freaking good. Like a good way to be like, get you attached to this character. Oh, here's the bad thing he did. Do you like forgive him? Basically. Which good storytelling there. But
You fall in love with a guy, he cheated, do you forgive him? Just tying it back.
No, I would not. I'd be like, you're gross. I'm like, ew. Like, you're actually really weird right now. Why'd you do that? You're acting so weird right now. Why did you do that?
I just think cheating is such an interesting concept, like to think about.
But there's
Anyways,
the guy
Clementine gets arrested.
Clementine doesn't get arrested. I'm talking about the first game is like he's the main character, but she's like the main character of the story. Like, although he's like the character that you play as.
Wait, so who's the guy who got arrested?
His name is Lee.
Okay, Lee gets arrested in the first game.
And then he like kind of takes care. He goes to a house. Oh, what I thought was really cute is in The Last of Us, they recreated the house where Clementine used to live in as a reference to the Walking Dead games. And I think that's so cute that they like.
Oh, cute zombie crossover.
Yeah. And so he goes to this house, finds her like dead nanny, or like because her family wasn't there at the time, so that's why like it explains like her family's not coming back for her. They're dead. So she's like an orphan. He takes her in, and then like the girl Clementine, you follow her throughout the game because Lee dies at the end of the first game. Well, depending on what you choose. And then you kind of follow her throughout the rest of the game. But there was this guy at the time of I think it was when the games were releasing, but he really loved the games, and he was obsessed with Clementine. I think she canonically at the time was like probably 14 years old. So that is crazy. Like he was like in love with her. And he was watching his little sister one day play the games. What?
I feel like I lost track.
What? Where?
Wait. So there's a guy who went. There's a guy who went to jail,
Yeah.
and he's in love with this girl Clementine.
No. The guy that I'm talking about, like the
Wait, can we use names? I'm losing track.
Clementine, like you follow Clementine throughout the game.
Okay.
And then there's this guy, I don't know his name, but playing the games. Like he's in the real world.
Like one of us.
Yeah, a real person.
Okay.
And
Falls in love with Clementine.
Yeah, and she's like, I think at the time, like reports were being like a 14, like 16, whatever. I don't even think she becomes an adult in the game. So I think she like maxes, like her max age is 16 years old. Anyways, so that's already weird that he's like in love with this minor of this game, but he's watching his sister play the games in like, it's a choices based game.
Right.
So, he sees his sister make a choice that he believes Clementine as a person would be mad about.
Okay.
And so he kills his entire family because of it. Like fully murders his entire family
Wait.
because of like her making a choice that he didn't agree with.
Whoa.
Isn't that crazy?
Wait, but why did he tell us that in the first game that there was somebody who went to jail?
Because I was trying to explain the story to you.
Oh.
I was trying to explain to you who Clementine was. Like she's the girl that he like takes in. And
Okay. Sorry, I'm just like I got really hung up about the first guy.
No, he's gone. Like he's
Wait.
dead. Like he's gone. Like
He's gone.
yeah.
He's not important. He's
No,
not
no.
important. This guy falls in love with the main character of this video game franchise.
Yeah.
I almost said The Last of Us, but not The Last of Us. The Walking Dead.
I mean, there's people who are
But The Walking
male
Dead.
The Last of Us fan. Like okay,
The Walking Dead.
every The Last of Us male like fandom person, you're going in the death now. That game is for girls. And gay people, they're in that. The girls.
I'm socially non-binary, so it's okay.
I'm socially non-binary. No! Can I speak about that? Let me speak my truth. Let me speak my truth about that. Let me speak my truth about that. Because I said something the other day.
Okay, look at yes. Tell them.
I said something the other day that I got a few question marks about from people. They were like, "What? Nani? What?"
By people who?
That one guy that was in the group, because we were at like a group meeting, and he was like, "What?"
Oh yeah. I get you.
Anyways, I was talking to Brie, and I don't remember like what was going on, but I said we were talking about like perception or something and like gender. I think it was like something that like that, and I was like, it's for girls or something, and then like, well, it was, you were like, well, you enjoy it, and I was like, oh no, I'm like socially non-binary. Like everyone like, oh, I said, why does everyone think I'm non-binary? I'm like socially non-binary, and then everyone started laughing at me, and I was like, no, like everyone thinks that, like everyone assumes that like I'm non-binary or transgender at some aspect. And so I just said, oh, like I'm like socially non-binary because like socially people see me as that. So therefore I am socially non-binary. And then everyone was like, what do you mean I'm socially non-binary?
Have you ever considered maybe you're just non-binary?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was
I'm glad we cleared that up. What?
It was linging in the water. Like
Yeah, yeah. It's been weighing on me actually.
It's been in my head for a few days. It's whatever anybody wants it to be.
Yeah.
I'm socially non-binary, so anyone can decide like whatever they want, I guess.
Yeah. Well, so then if I just start saying you're non-binary, would that be
That's not
upsetting?
true though.
But you're socially non-binary.
Socially, apparently I am non-binary. That's my perception of the world. Like people perceive me as that, but in my heart of hearts, I am not.
Non-binary. Right. And you don't want me to treat you like you're non-binary.
No. Well,
You want me to treat you
No.
like a man.
no, not that either.
So you're not a man.
We do like actual therapy like during the podcast. That like
We need a mediator. So you're not a man.
no.
And you're not a woman.
No.
And you're not non-binary.
No.
Are you a gender?
No. I'm an extraterrestrial.
Terrestrial.
I was just gonna say extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
I'm
think we're both kind of aliens.
I don't
In like a
This is-
galactic
okay.
way, not like illegal.
I'm gonna say something. I don't exist on the same plane of existence as everyone else.
That's fair. Me neither.
I don't exist in physical.
Can you read out what you typed on your Instagram?
I don't have my phone.
Wait, I'll read it out for you.
It's probably gone now.
No.
So I'd have to go to my
Oh, maybe yeah. It is. Oh, it's late.
yeah. Anyways, I said something like I wish that I was omnipresent and that I existed in everything, everywhere, all at once.
Not the movie.
Not the movie, but I haven't seen the movie. But I think it's like the same principle where they exist in everything all at once. Like and I started explaining my time theory thing, or like the thing that
theory.
that's what like freaking
Time
was
theory.
getting me like crazed, because I was trying to explain my time theory and no one was listening to me.
When?
At the table when we were all
1990.
eating. Exactly, that's my thing. No one was listening. But
Okay. Yeah. I'm listening now.
so time is like a block, like a square, and everything like
Oh.
y axis,
XYZ.
yeah, XYZ, that's time and space. Like there's different points in this like box where everything is happening, everything throughout history that could or did happen is existing, and even like the future is existing all at the same time in this box.
Yeah.
And there's a theory that we live in this box, and that you yourself are just guiding yourself like in space throughout this box.
Do you know what that theory is called?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, that doesn't sound. That sounds. Well, because I guess that's.
I think it's just like it's not like
it's
an
a
actual
3D
theory.
box.
Yeah, it's not an actual theory. It's just like a thought experiment, or like a way to think about time.
Because something I've like where I got lost in science is when they started talking about time as a fourth dimension. I was like, what do you mean by that?
Time doesn't exist. The future is only the past, and the past is only the past, and the future does not exist. The clock from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what I was talking about, but there was a murder, like a murderer. And
Yeah,
I'm
I can't
socially
believe he killed his
non-binary.
whole family just because Clement, like, because his sister was his younger sister or older sister
I think it was his younger sister.
made a decision. So the thing is, like,
She
in
made a
my
decision
mind, right? Like,
yeah.
I'm like, so I feel like a younger girl would make a decision similar to what a younger girl character would do.
She made a decision. Oh, I remember exactly what it was. She like made a decision that killed a character in front of Clementine, and he in his brain was like, oh, that decision would have offended her because she saw this guy die, and so she would have been messed up because of it. So he killed his entire family because of that.
I need the documentary.
It's
I need to know
crazy.
about that.
It happened like a while ago.
That's crazy.
And then I was also researching, not like
Have you ever
researching,
killed
but,
anyone before?
I mean, in Fortnite, I've killed loads of people.
What
I
if
wonder.
this whole thing was like, I'm an FBI agent, I'm just trying to get all your secrets?
Oh, I was talking about how I don't exist in like physical like reality. I don't exist in a way, or I want to exist in a way where I don't have human consciousness and I am just the world.
You know, I've been like, what's it called? They've been feeding me drugs here, and things are starting to become.
We did not do
quiet,
mushrooms.
but
I need to clear our names on that.
they started giving me drugs, and things have been seeming so simple. But there was a time in which my
Rabbit?
brain and my
Wait,
body
rats?
lived in different planes, and I like oversaw not myself, but it was something different than me. My brain, thoughts, and my physical body were separated. And
I used to think that
yeah.
my brain person was the real person, and then like my actuality person was not real.
Yeah.
And do you think we're recreating God with AI?
I always get freaked out when I look at my own hands and I realize I'm moving them. So I had to try not to do that. I also freak out. Also, how could one recreate God if it doesn't
Or do you no, I'm
exist?
saying do you think we're creating a God with AI?
Can we define God?
Omnipresent being that controls the earth.
Oh, that's so interesting. In my mind, I never thought about God like that. I just thought about like you just pray to him when you're really anxious.
Well, he's omnipresent and he
No. You're right.
takes care of the
I
earth.
just never thought about defining him that way.
Because in the Bible isn't the earth flat?
Mm, in one of the versions, I'm sure it is.
I don't know.
But in that sense,
I was thinking about that this morning too.
That's kind of what we're doing.
If Jesus and God is so inherent to the human experience, why don't you know him from birth? Why don't you know who that is from birth? Like, why isn't that just in your brain, knowing that there's another person out there?
Wait, what?
Because people are like, oh, like, okay, like for Christianity, it's like you need to learn about God. Like, you need to learn who he is as a, like,
Right.
you need, because like you're not born with that knowledge.
You go to like Sunday school.
You go to Sunday school and whatnot.
Seminary.
So if knowing God is so integral to the human experience, why aren't you born just knowing him?
Yeah.
And I was just like thinking about that, and I was like,
but like we learn everything. Like we learn to, I guess, like,
but you have inherent instincts,
like eating,
yeah,
and shitting.
So why, if knowing God and praying to a God and whatnot is so integral to the human experience and then onto the afterlife, why do you not know him from birth?
I think that praying and stuff is like a thing that we do. I think we would do even if we weren't socialized to believe in God, but it's like teaching us. I think there's a separation between that and like teaching somebody about your specific version of God that you believe in and want your child or like people around you.
I don't
to
think we
believe in
would.
that set of rules, and I think that's a socialization thing, less than is God real?
I don't think we would pray just out of instinct. I think we started doing that because we didn't understand the world around us. So we were like, it has to be magic. Because if you think about it, it's like, oh, where does the sun or where does the rain come from? I don't know. It literally just comes and goes, and I have no way of like tracking it. So it has to be some omnipresent being that is controlling that, because there is no other explanation. I don't have science yet, so I don't know. So it has to be this.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm like, I feel like the concept of religion and stuff started more from like an emotional standpoint than it started from like I don't understand this because I don't have science yet standpoint.
For some, I think it is like that. 'Cause some, it's like, well, without there being religion, I have no point being here. So then, therefore, there has to be something else.
Maybe.
Because people are uncomfortable with the idea of like you're just on the earth to be on the earth. There's nothing else to it. People are really uncomfortable with that idea, so they're like, well, there has to be something else.
Yeah, I mean, I guess also too, like there's just so many different iterations of gods in different places and whatever that it's like I'm trying to mush them all into one idea, because like I think more of like the I don't understand the science thing is more like the polytheism, like Greek and Roman stuff, right? And it's like, oh, I don't understand this thing, but I'm hoping I can have influence over these things that I don't actually have influence over. So I'm gonna pretend that there's a person because I know I can control people, and then say like, oh, people like these things. So I'm gonna appeal to this person that I made up to hopefully influence the outcome to become in my favor.
That's why I like really did not know that Greek people really believed in that. Like really were like, these people are real. I thought it was just genuine like fairy tale, like they just came up with that because they were like just bored or something. Like I
White
didn't know.
American man discovers like culture.
No, I'm just saying like I genuinely thought it was just like, oh, we're doing fairy tale time. I don't actually believe in this. This is just like something for fun. I didn't know it was like, oh, like we actually believe this and we think like doing this will actually bring us things in order. Like if we did this, doing this equals this, which is another thing. It's like kind
How
of like
old were you when you realized that that was like a like people actually really believed in?
like a year ago,
Oh,
because like I was just like I thought it was just like storytelling.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I wasn't trying to be condescending when I said that. Like maybe a little bit, but I was like, I think it's interesting because it's like for me,
I
right?
just found out where Brazil was.
You just yeah, because I think like as an American too, it's like we don't have like culture, right? Like we don't have like a history or like cultural rituals and stuff like that, right? And like have been born in an age where we don't really need God to explain things in a scientific way, like you said. But like it's interesting because like in Japan, like there's still holidays and like cultural things that we do that stemmed from back in the day practices when we did believe that there was gods and we need to do certain things to appeal them, or that there were bad spirits that were like haunting things we have to do, and we still have holidays dedicated to that we still celebrate and do certain activities for. Not everybody takes it like seriously, right? It's more like a fun thing now, but it's like that's part of the culture because it came from that, right? And so it's like Greek people, there was a period of that they obviously really believe that, and then now it's probably just like more of like a casual cultural thing, and that's why it's become like storytelling in modern senses as well. And then I think because the modernization, when we read the old mythologies, are like, oh wow, yeah, they probably knew that this was fake back
Yeah.
then.
And that's the, like it's only like Greek and like Roman like gods that I thought that like with like I know like Hinduism
Hinduism,
has multiple gods, and I was like, oh, they believe it. And I know there's like isn't
Egyptian.
like um like China had like multiple, there's like a religion, or was that just like Buddhism that like I don't know the
China
differences.
has a lot of like they have Confucianism, they have Buddhism, they have Taoism. Wait, is Taoism is I
Like
think an earlier version of like I think Confucianism started.
the ones that have multiple gods, I was always like, oh, they believe that is real, but it was
I don't
specifically like
know.
Roman and Greek gods that I was like, no, I don't think they think that's real. I think they think it's just storytelling. Because I thought for Greek people and Roman people, maybe this is like rude to say, but like they were advanced in a way that they were just they were just using that as storytelling. Like they were creating stories and like just creating these things to exist
For fun.
for fun.
Like they built like the pantheon for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think they thought it was like actually
A ceremonial.
a thing that
piece.
would appease something. I
Mm.
thought it was just like, oh, we're
I-
building this in the name of this fictional character.
Right. I also wonder like how much that was influenced from the fact that like things like Percy Jackson and stuff were popular like when I was young, so like a little bit
Oh, trust I
before
read
you,
them.
but
I read them.
yeah, but I'm trying to say like, well, so like that's what I'm saying. Like we were brought up in a time where like Greek mythology was like kind of pop culture-y, and so like I can understand where you're coming from because it's kind of like we thought of them as pop culture stuff before we really thought deeply about where did this idea and story come from.
Anyways,
Like I think it'd be different. We learn
if you are my hallway crush, please come back to me. I really, I miss you.
and if you were the 3 years I lost in my last relationship, please come back to.
If you are,
I'm just kidding. Wait,
and also you said I wouldn't get along with anyone. Wow.
I didn't say you wouldn't get along with anyone. I said you wouldn't get along with the specific person.
No. You
I was asking
insinuated.
me about advice on.
You insinuated something
Things.
else. You insinuated
That
that.
is not. That's your insecurity.
No, it's not, because you said it.
Also, I want to say that like I don't regret my relationship.
I regret everything
Don't
that's
regret
ever
my
happened.
Me
I think that we
too.
should start
I
from
think
square
I should.
one.
Yeah. What if I just?
So anyways, I'm gonna say this now. My hallway crush's name was Connor. In my head, I think that's true.
I think that's just because you're playing Detroit Become Human. You have a crush
No,
on
no, no.
Connor.
I'm telling you, he looks like he would be named a Connor. Or
Okay. We're gonna name him Connor
I
for
don't
now.
like this, but an Ethan or
Ew.
a name that starts like maybe a Tyler or
I can accept
maybe
Tyler.
a oh, I can't say that one because that's the Instagram crush's name.
Oh.
Um
Well, that was episode 12.
yeah, DM me if you have any advice as to getting my hallway crush's attention. Or DM me if you want me to start acting for you because I'm starting my acting debut.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you
yeah.
guys.
And then also comment if you have someone that you want to go into this death note and we can write them in there.
Yep. That sounds good. Sounds like a good plan. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Because apparently I'm light. Wait, am I light or?
You behave as L, but your mentality is light.
Okay, yeah, I'm light, so I will be doing the
killing.
writing.
And I'm the FBI agent that's been slowly investigating you, and I'm building up my case. So,
But also we're like low-key flirting a little bit if you read the subtext. Whoa.
yeah.
'Cause
I love subtext.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for watching. We hope to see you on the next episode. Yeah.
La, 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 la. Actually, I hope to not see you in the next episode.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.